on this day of our Lord, December 19th, 2022, Amber Heard has accepted defeat and has now accepted herself to be the liar who lies of the universe. And it is done. It is done. It is done. It is done. I did not think waking up here on this Monday morning that I would be seeing Amber Heard settling this case. Finally, June 1st, she was convicted as a liar, pants on fire. And now, here we are, December 19th, and she has accepted defeat. Wow. And I don't think if she's done any one good thing in this whole goddamn fucked up scenario is to do it now. Do it now before the holidays. Do it now before the new year so that you can go into the new year and do something with yourself. Do something new. Start fresh. As fresh as you can, because your reputation is completely ruined. But go and do something. Go be that mother. Go be that mommy blogger. Go be that whatever, wine sommelier, whatever. Go do that. And now Johnny can start the new year fresh with all the BS of this legal shit behind him. If anything she has done, it has been this that has been good. It needed to come to a close. But of course she didn't do it because out of the goodness of her heart. Of course not. She did it because she ain't got the money. She does not have the emotional wherewithal to handle and or deal with this again. And I don't know why she would have thought that she could to begin with. You want to go through another 6 weeks and be humiliated for the world? That doesn't make sense on anybody's fucking planet. You've already been proven a liar. You want to be proven a liar again? So this is just amazing. Both Amber and Johnny have put out statements. I've been following Laura B. has been like posting, doing her thing, but it's done. It's effing done. And I could not be more happy because it's just like, it really didn't need to go on this long. Happened in June. Here it is, December, at the end of the year, and it just needs to be closed out. So we're going to get into some of what's going on here and what's being said, the statements from both parties, and it's just like so exciting. It's so exciting. And I kind of love Colonel Kurt summarizing essentially Amber's statement, which is pretty much this. She tweeted this earlier today. Everyone, I've decided to settle my lawsuit because I have no actual case, and don't you fuckers think for 1 minute I won't be using my voice, because that's all I have left, because my career is gone, and never mind about my kid, I forgot about her anyway. Exactly. This has nothing to do with like her feeling like her point has been made, because it absolutely wasn't. I mean, you literally did all this for a point and failed to make your point. And then you could not accept that your point was not made. And then you wanted to drag this on even more, which you still have to pay those people. You still have to pay those people for their time that you wasted trying to act like you wanted to do some bullshit appeal that you know your ass shouldn't have gotten to anyway. So we're going to get into this. I've just been like, I am so happy for Johnny. I know that like, he's already felt monumental relief and release since June 1st, but having this happen now and just having this crazy woman just settle and say, I give up, which I never really thought it was going to happen, is just, he won the fucking battle. He won the war, actually. He won the war. She won the little battles in between, but he won the war. And he told her, I will always remember that audio. He told her, we do not have to do this. It does not have to be this way. This is not going to be good for you. This is not going to be good for me. We can do this, just, you know, on the side, settle it, be done. But she decided herself to go along on this journey. and ruin and destroy her credibility, her reputation, and any other. If she could have had so much work if she would have just zipped the lip. They give shit to the, like, she could have just acted like, oh, I'm like Johnny Depp's ex-wife, blah, 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 and she would have got roles off of that alone. Aquaman probably would have been out already. She would have been on her next fucking role or big movie, role, because typically, like they were saying, the court case, once you do a movie like Aquaman, it opens you up to do even bigger roles and have, like, leading spots instead of, like, supporting roles. She's never going to see what could have been if she would have just shut her mouth. And to me, that would be one of the worst punishments, knowing that I myself destroyed the chances of my career, something that obviously she loved doing. That would burn me for the rest of my life. She can blame nobody but herself. When she goes to bed at night and she goes to sleep at night, she knows for a fucking fact she can blame nobody but herself and her greed and arrogance in thinking that Johnny was going to roll over and die and that she was going to get everything that she wanted based on a lie. Based on falsified, through and through, made up lies and presented not a shred of evidence and or proof. Oh my God, I'm so happy. So cheers to you guys. Cheers to you guys. It's done. We did it. The job is done. I have not even read her statement. I have not even read Johnny's statement. I just kind of liked it because I wanted to wait till now. So let me see if I can pull it up. So we're going to start with Johnny's statement because he's our man and I think that's what's most important. So his statement says, and he did this through Ben Chu and Camille, beautiful. We are pleased to formally close the door on this painful chapter for Mr. Depp, who made clear throughout his process that his priority was about bringing the truth to light. The jury's unanimous decision and the resulting judgment in Mr. Depp's favor against Ms. Heard remain fully in place. The payment of $1 million, which Mr. Depp is pledging and will donate to his charities, reinforces Ms. Heard's acknowledgement of the conclusion of the legal system's rigorous pursuit for justice. So she's going to pay him the $1 million and he's going to donate that to charity as he should. And he's pledging it because he has not yet got said money yet. This is not him saying that he has donated it. Give him the money and he will donate it. She had the money, said that she donated it, and had not. So that is Johnny Depp's statement through Ben Chu and Camille Vasquez. Wow. It's a wrap. It's a effing wrap. And he's going to use the $1 million to give to several charities, not just one, several. He's going to spread it out for all the people who are in true need. And I hope that it goes to a mental health facility for people who have mental health. And because I feel like that is something in which she needs to now focus on, is her mental health. So please, one of those associations, organization needs to be a mental health association for borderline, histrionic people. Put it there, please. Like, it's just like, this is amazing. Incredibly Average says Amber lost the defamation case against her. Johnny Depp won overwhelmingly. The unanimous verdict in his favor still stands, no matter how she tries to spin it. By paying the $1 million, she accepts the verdict against her and agrees to not fight the jury's decision. That is all. Okay? Adam Waldman also tweets. He says 56 uses of the words me, myself, and I are in her full statement. It's all about her. Of course, it is all about her. And then he posted her statements. All about her. that umbrella guy said Amber Heard officially loses. She ends up only having to pay $1 million. Like, she got all fucking sweet for ruining somebody's goddamn life for 6 years, taking all their money, you know, affecting families, children, rounding up all these people. She got off sweet. $1 million is literally, in the grand scheme of things, up in that world, is nothing. It's nothing. She got away so sweet off of this. It's unbelievable. And it kind of a little bit pisses me off because, you know, she didn't get off. She does have the fact that her reputation is ruined and she's never going to be able to have any other serious work in the industry. But $1 million? $1 million when she was wanting so much from him? The houses, the cars, I'm just going to be grateful. I'm going to be grateful. Because I know Johnny is grateful that this is over. Laura Heard says, not Laura Heard. I need to put this line down. Laura B says, Amber Heard continues to lie in her statement. Mind you, I haven't even read her statement yet. I'm just preparing myself for the foolishness and bullshit that I know is just about to come out of it and like make me angry. So I'm just trying to prepare myself, okay? Amber Heard continues to lie in her statement. 1, she didn't settle her defamation case. Right. The judgment stands. She agreed to withdraw her appeal and pay Johnny. 2, she didn't win anything in the UK. She was not a party. 3, she exhausted all her resources in VA because her friends left. Nobody was standing up for her fucking ass. Nobody wanted to come forward. Nobody wanted to show their face. Nobody wanted to book a fucking ticket and go down to goddamn Fairfax and support her fucking ass. Because she's a liar. Nobody wants to sit up there and lie and look foolish like you and try to force out tears in which nothing came out. Camille said she was up on that stand and saw not a single solitary tear. When she was up there making all those faces, making all these faces, not a single tear. Nothing. And she was acting. And that is what her acting coach said. She finds it hard to fake cry when she's acting. If you're talking about things that truly affect you, that you have that real emotional feeling that like when you talk about it, it starts bringing up all those emotions. You start, you know, imagining yourself in that situation. You start feeling overwhelmed. You can't help but show that emotion and fucking cry. If it's something that truly affected you like that, there's a little bit of emotion. Get choked up a little bit. Nothing at all this woman did. Nothing. And the jury was not impressed. The jury was not impressed in the slightest. Okay, so let's go into this statement. And it seems as if she posted it on IG. So I see it on Twitter, but I want to go to her IG because I want to see how many fools have liked it and or commented on it. Let me see if any blue checks have been up on this joint. Okay, she still has about 5 million effing, she still has 5 million followers on here. And it's crazy that your Instagram feed is just basically all made up of statements about you basically lying your fucking ass off. It's just fucking statements. Statements. Okay, let me read this. Let me calm myself down so I can read this in the right frame of mind. Hold on. Okay. I have now calmed myself. I think I've calmed myself enough to read this effing statement, okay? She's such an idiot. Like, she's so, like, it did not have to be like this. And I'm sure some of her lawyers and her counsel or whatever was like, look, I'm gonna just be fucking real with you. This is what's going to happen if you try to go this route again. X, Y, and Z. We're going to do this appeal. They're going to come back and they're literally going to refute every fucking statement that they've said because we just went through a 6-week trial and we had no evidence. We still have no evidence to give them in this appeal. So we're then going to be in a situation where we have to respond to them responding to us and we have no response to that. And while all this is happening, you're still racking up fees. And this is approximately, let me put it in my calculator. This is approximately what it's going to be. Do you like that number? No, I didn't think so. So it would be the best in my advisement that we go ahead and just close this and put this chapter of your life to bed. And then you can move on with your life, start the new year fresh, and go along like that. I think that would be the best case scenario for you. I think that's the route that we should go here. Like, I just know that conversation had to happen. I know it had to, because like, especially Rottenborn, it's like, he seemed like a pretty good effing lawyer. You know, sometimes he had me a little shook, and I'm just like, somebody has to tell this girl what's up. Someone has to tell this girl the truth. Like, she wants to say Johnny has all these yes men around around him, and all these people just like telling him what to do and just going along with his. But she had that in her life. People telling her this shit makes sense. Oh yeah, you should go along with this case. All that you just told me makes sense. That looks good. I'll have your back. No, somebody needs to pull her to the side and say, Amber, this is only going to get worse. You were proven a liar already. You want to be proven a liar again? That's embarrassing. That's even more embarrassing. I'm stalling for this statement because I just really, I know it's going to irritate my blood. She just irritates me. Okay, here we go. Amber Heard has posted on her IG. It is 4 slides. It has been liked by approximately 151,000 people, a little over. Of course, Eve Barlow had to comment and say, love you always, my warrior friend. You know, like, what are you a warrior of? Lies. It literally only has 8 comments on it, probably because she has like her comments filtered through and, you know, whatnot. So there's literally only 8. And it says at the bottom, comments on this post have been limited. So 8 says, and the only blue check is Lukel Vinny, and he comments mighty heart. So that's the only blue check besides Eve Barlow. Apparently this Luca guy is an artiste. Wonder if this is the new boo. He's trying to support her. What's his IG story looking like? He got some chickens. Nothing. Other people are just saying, love you, proud of you, what an incredibly strong force of a woman you are, wildly proud to know and love you, Heard. I love you forever, my darling. So I guess people that she knows within her life, but it's literally only 8 comments, and she has 5.3 million followers. Okay? All right, let me do this. Hold on. Okay, so now that I have stalled for more than like 20 minutes, here we go. In the words of Amber Heard, after a great deal of deliberation, I have made a very difficult decision to settle the defamation case brought against me by my ex-husband in Virginia. A case in which you would have never been in if you would have just kept your mouth shut. It's important for me to say that I never chose this. Because you were forced to write an article about Johnny Depp and call him a wife beater and an abuser and an essayer? Because you were forced to do that. Because someone came to you and said, write this article about Johnny Depp abusing you and being a victim of abuse. That was not your choice. That was not your decision at all. Not your decision. Okay. Okay. I defended my truth. She had already told on herself. She says she defended my truth, not the truth. And in doing so, my life as I knew it was destroyed. It was, because you fabricated tales and stories, planted evidence, falsified evidence, and for that reason it was destroyed. I mean, deservedly. I mean, like, she's not getting it. She's not getting it, and this is why I did not want to read this statement, because she's not getting it. She's not getting it. She's still placing the blame on everybody else but herself. Still. The vilification I have faced on social media is an amplified version of the ways in which women are re-victimized when they come forward. No. You were villainized because you were shown and proven to be a bold-faced liar. A liar. A liar. It was proven. You said you had mountains of evidence. Where is it? That is why people have stuff to say. And it's not because, oh, you're a victim and people just want to say shit. It's because you lied and tried to align yourself with true domestic violence victims. Like, now I finally have an opportunity to emancipate myself from something I attempted to leave over 6 years ago. That is a lie. That is a lie. Another lie. Because you did not try to emancipate yourself when you tried to, years later, do an article and rehash it. You were not trying to emancipate yourself, Amber. Miss Heard. You were not. She has to add this. I have made no admission. This is not an act of concession. Of course it's not. There are no restrictions or gaps with respect to my voice moving forward. Meaning that she can still run her effing mouth and possibly be in the same fucking situation. And because she has not learned her lesson or accepted any accountability whatsoever. So you're going to pay this off because you don't have the money, but you're not accepting concession. Okay. Because this is politics now. I make this decision having lost faith in the American legal system. Oh, so the fuck what? There are so many other people who have actually been victimized by the legal system unfairly. You are not one of them. Yet again, trying to align yourself with parties and groups in which you are not. She irritates me, y'all. I am so sorry. Like, she irritates my soul. You wouldn't be saying this if you lost, Amber. You wouldn't be saying that you lost faith in the American system. You'd be like, oh my God, the American system is so great. They, bolstered me and made it so that I can now stand and say that I am a true victim. Please. You're only saying this because it went this way and it's obvious. Where my unprotected testimony served as entertainment and media fodder. Because it was fucking hilarious and laughable how you got the fuck up on that stand and tried to fake cry, make strange faces, sniff shit through fucking tissues, act like you're all scared and shit when you see Johnny when you're coming up off the stand, leave before the fucking jury. You did that. Only you. Dogs stepping on bees, giving all types of sound bites because you're a liar and had no true story and you got up there with a script and could not act it. Period. When I stood before a judge in the UK, oh my God. They always love to bring up the UK. The UK. Go move to the motherfucking UK then. Fuck. Like, I mean, no disrespect to the UK. Go fucking move there then. You want to always bring up the UK, the UK, the UK. Go get your citizenship there. Go, bon voyage. We won't miss you. Bye. Bye. Like, literally bye. Like, when I stood before a judge in the UK, I was vindicated by a robust, impartial, and fair system. Shut the fuck up, because they were on your side. It's now robust, impartial, and fair, and now the United States is a piece of shit because we found you to be a liar? Get the fuck out of here. Like, she's so tragic. She's such a tragic case. Like, she's so effing delusional. Who let her put this statement out? Like, and I still have 2 more slides of this shit. Oh my God. where I was protected from having to give the worst moments of my testimony in front of the world's media. Yeah, because you weren't a party to the effing trial. It was with the fucking Sun. You weren't a party to it. You became a party when you put out a fucking article in the Washington Post on some bullshit. And then you had to fucking prove what the fuck you just said was actual, and you couldn't. Like, what? Why is somebody in her corner not explaining the simple, very, very simple fucking logic of this? Delusion. And where the court found that I was subjected to domestic and sexual violence. Girl, please. In the U.S., however, I exhausted almost all my resources in advance of during a trial in which I subjected to a courtroom in which abundant direct evidence that corroborated my abundant evidence corroborating lies, yeah, that's what we saw, was excluded. What was excluded? She keeps saying all this shit was excluded. What was excluded? We have yet to see it. And my testimony was excluded, and was popularity and power mattered. Girl, shut up. It was not a popularity contest. More than reason and due process. Due process was done. It was 6 weeks. It was 6 weeks. You guys prepared for this trial for years. What are you talking about? In the interim, I was exposed to a type of humiliation that I simply cannot relive. You did that to yourself. You should be humiliated. You should be humiliated. You had every chance not to have to get up on that stand and make up lies and read a fucking script and try to fake cry. You had every chance not to do that, but you decided you wanted to be stubborn and a badass and do that shit anyway, and it backfired on you. So you should be humiliated. It was embarrassing. It was embarrassing watching you, Amber. I was humiliated for you. Oh my God. Even if my U.S. appeal is successful, the best outcome would be a real retrial. Exactly, which you don't want to do, because it would be even more embarrassing and you would lose it. Where a new jury would have to consider the evidence, and they would again unanimously agree that you're a liar. I simply cannot go through that for a third time. Nobody wants to go through that again. Nobody wants to. Least of all you. Like, it's embarrassing. Enough is enough. Time is precious, and I want to spend my time productively and purposefully. You could have done that for the past 6 months. You chose not to. Yet again, a choice of your own. Okay? For too many years, I have been caged in an arduous and expensive legal process, which you did yourself, which has shown itself unable to protect me, my right to free speech. I cannot afford to risk an impossible bill. Okay. Don't talk big shit and can't afford it. I mean, like, don't do, just, if what you're saying is actuality, I would go to the ends of the fucking earth to make sure that shit was fucking done. I don't care what kind of fucking money is in that shit. If all the shit she claimed that Johnny Depp did to her was done to me, I'm never stopping that shit if that is what actually fucking happened. It wouldn't matter about an impossible bill. I'd be going to my goddamn grave paying fucking legal bills if what she said Johnny did to her actually fucking happened. Because that was some fucked up shit that she said. The cavity searches, the bottle, pulling by the hair, punching her straight in the face. All this shit. I would never give up if someone did that shit to me. It wouldn't matter about a motherfucking bill, especially if I knew deep pockets that I could be in whenever the hell I wanted to and had Elon's fucking baby. Are you kidding me? I will run that fucking bill up. I'm going nowhere. But you're going somewhere because you fucking lied. And you do not have the money to sit there and proceed on these lies. And you're going to find it very hard for someone to represent this and ruin their careers like Elaine. Because that was laughable. You left that lady up there to literally ruin her career because you gave her nothing. And she sat up there and looked an ass. She sat up there and said, I'm trying. I'm trying. You did that to her, Amber. Ugh. One that is not just financial, but also psychological. Go get help. Go get help. If you're bringing up go get help. Physical and emotional. Women shouldn't have to face abuse or bankruptcy for speaking their truth, but unfortunately it is uncommon. That is a true statement, but it's not a true statement for you. You are not one of those women. In settling this case, I am also choosing the freedom to dedicate my time to the work that helped me heal after my divorce, work that exists in realms in which I feel seen. Go do that. Heard and believed, in which I know I can affect change. Go do that. Go do that then. Brava. Who gives a fuck? You should have fucking given that money from the goddamn divorce that you told everybody you fucking donated. That would have been seen. That would have been heard. That would have been believed. But you didn't do that shit. And now here you are. I will not be threatened, disheartened, or dissuaded by what happened from speaking the truth. Girl, no one can and no one will take that from me. Keep fucking talking. And we'll be sitting right here talking about you talking some foolishness. My voice forever remains the most valuable asset I have. No, it's not an asset. An asset means you gain something. Your voice made you lose a fucking $1 million. Your voice made you lose your reputation. Your voice made you lose your career. Your voice made you lose good friendships. That's not an asset. That's not an asset. Finally, in closing, the last slide. I'd like to thank my outstanding appellate and original trial teams for their relentless hard work. I'm surprised she actually have the wherewithal to actually say this, because you really did put them through a ringer and like waste their fucking time over this. I want to thank everyone who has supported me, and I turn my attention to the growing support that I've felt and seen publicly in the past months since the trial, and the efforts that have been made to show solidarity with my story. Anybody who's showing solidarity with your story, that's concerning. Any survivor knows that the ability to tell their story often feels like the only relief, and I cannot find enough words to tell you the hope you believe in me. The fuck inspires not just for me, but for all of you. Thank you. See you soon. We don't want to see you. We don't want to see you. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. So that was Amber Heard's statement. That is the statement. A bunch of bullshit. But it's done. It's done. We can go on. We can move on with our lives. Johnny has been vindicated 10 times over. He can move on and have his life. Maybe we can get him in a new Pirates. We can get Johnny in a new Pirates. I'm looking forward to seeing him in that movie that was filmed in Dubai, Louis the 16th, 15th, or something like that. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping one day I can go to his concert once I get my monies right. Like, I am so happy for him. I'm so happy for him. I think that this has been a long time coming, and this is what I mean. He did not give up. He wanted his truth out. He didn't care about the bill and what the bill was going to be. He didn't care about all his dirty laundry coming out. He said, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put the truth out there, and this is what it is, and I'm done. And he did that. So I am beyond happy for Johnny, the Depp. So happy for him, and I know that today is a great day in their books. Wherever he is, with his friends, his teams, his bodyguard, his friends, his family, this, that, and the other, ding dong, the witch is dead. Like, F that. Bye. I'll see you guys later.